In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on February 19, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Chicago Blackhawks. The Toronto Maple Leafs face the Chicago Blackhawks, with both teams on opposite ends of the standings this season. The Maple Leafs have a 34-14-8 record, and with back-to-back wins have the second best record in the Atlantic Division. The Blackhawks have a 17-32-5 record, and with only 3 wins in their last 10 games have fallen to last place in the Central Division. Both teams are looking to improve within their divisions, and the upcoming game looks to be a good one as a result. Toronto is 12-3 in their last 15 games against the Western Conference, and 7-3 in their last 10 games played on no rest, while the over is 4-1 in their last 6 games overall. Chicago is 8-45 in their last 53 games against a team with a winning record, and 5-16 in their last 21 Sunday games, while the over is 6-2 in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record. Toronto will be going into Chicago on the second game of a back-to-back, but with guys like Austin Matthews, William Nylander, John Tavares, and Mitch Marner, there's really no concern with that situation. On top of that, they also recently added Ryan O'Reilly from the St. Louis Blues in a 3-team trade. It also helps that they're facing arguably the worst team in hockey. They may be 1 point ahead of the Columbus Blue Jackets for the NHL's worst record, but their play has just been abysmal. It's primarily due to a lack of depth, as there is virtually no help around future Hall of Famer Patrick Kane. It's true they're coming off an overtime win, but their -67 goal differential is still staggering. Meanwhile, the Leafs would be leading either of the Western Conference divisions, and they're only not leading theirs because of how incredible the Boston Bruins have been. Regardless, they should have no problem keeping Chicago in check, as they allow the 6th fewest goals per game on the road. The Chicago Blackhawks still can't be trusted against quality teams, as they still can't string wins together, and their defense remains awful. Home ice also hasn't helped the Blackhawks much. The Toronto Maple Leafs haven't had issues winning on the end of back-to-backs, and their offense should have a field day against the Chicago defense. With that backing up the caliber of talent in Matthews and company, Toronto should cruise to a victory to finish off their weekend in one of the more lopsided matchups we could possibly set up. So the Toronto Maple Leafs to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The defense and goaltending have both struggled for the Blackhawks this season. They rank 27th in goals against per game and 26th in shots against per game. The Leafs are playing very well on offense. Toronto scored 3 or more goals in 7 out of the last 9 games. They rank 8th in goals per game and 13th in shots per game. In the last 10 meetings between these two teams, Toronto averages 3.8 goals per game, and Chicago averages 3.7 goals per game. The over is 7-3 in the last 10 meetings between these two teams. The over hit in the only meeting between the two teams this season. This will be a higher scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Winnipeg Jets versus New Jersey Devils. The Winnipeg Jets will go on the road and take on the New Jersey Devils at Prudential Center. Winnipeg has a record of 34-20-1. New Jersey has a record of 36-14-5. Both of these teams faced each other twice last season, with Winnipeg winning both matchups. The Jets are 48-19 in their last 67 Sunday games, and 5-1 in their last 6 games playing on 2 days rest. The Devils are 5-0 in their last 5 home games, and 35-17 in their last 52 overall. The under is 42-15-4 in Jets' last 61 overall. The under is 3-0-1 in Devils' last 4 overall. The Jets are 6-0 in the last 6 meetings in New Jersey, and 13 13-3 in the last 16 meetings. The road team is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. The favorite is 20-8 in the last 28 meetings. The New Jersey Devils will be completing a back-to-back when hosting Winnipeg on Sunday, but that should not affect New Jersey's play at home. New Jersey goalie Winnipeg has a 2.31 goals against average and has won 23 games this season in 31 appearances. New Jersey has won 11 of the last 12 games Winnipeg has appeared in net for the Devils. The only loss out of those 12 games was in a shootout to Minnesota. New Jersey has won 35 of its last 52 overall. Winnipeg struggles against opponents from the Metropolitan Division, losing 5 of its last 7. New Jersey is expected to have back its leading goal scorer Jack Hughes, which will help the attack for the Devils against the very tough Jets blue line. The Winnipeg Jets in the plus money role are appealing, but we're not getting a lot of bang for our buck here. The New Jersey Devils have been on a heater over the last couple of months, and they've done some of their best recent work at home. The price is cheap enough to where it's hard to go against the Devils, so the New Jersey Devils money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have received excellent goaltending this season. The Jets rank third in goals against per game. Connor Hellebuyck has a record of 25-15-1 with a 2.41 goals against average and a .924 save percentage. Hellebuyck is 8th in goals against average, 4th in save percentage, and tied for 3rd in shutouts among all goalies in the league. The Devils rank 4th in goals against per game. Winnipeg has a record of 24-5-3 with a 2.3 goals against average and .917 save percentage. The under has hit in 17 out of 27 road games for the Jets this season. This will be a lower scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Columbus Blue Jackets versus Arizona Coyotes. The Columbus Blue Jackets will go on the road on Sunday night to Mullet Arena to clash with the Arizona Coyotes in a non-conference game. The Blue Jackets are last in the Metropolitan Division and are coming off a 3-1 home win on Thursday night against the Winnipeg Jets. The Coyotes have been struggling as well as they are 7th in the Central Division and are on a 2-game winning streak and are coming off a 1-0 shootout home win against the Tampa Bay Lightning on Wednesday. This will be the second and final game they play against one another this season as they faced off back on October 5th with the Coyotes picking up a 6-3 road win. The Blue Jackets are 21-54 in their last 75 road games and 8-22 in their last 30 games playing on 0 days rest. The Coyotes are 29-61 in their last 90 games playing on 0 days rest and 4-1 in their last 5 home games. The under is 5-2-1 in Blue Jackets' last 8 overall. The under is 12-5-1 in Coyotes' last 18 overall. The Blue Jackets are 6-0 in the last 6 meetings in Arizona and 10-3 in the last 13 meetings. The road team is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings. In the previous meeting, the Coyotes scored 2 goals in each of the 3 periods, and Columbus did not even get on the board until scoring 3 late goals after they already trailed by 5. Ingram made 30 saves in that game while 2 Columbus netminders allowed 6 goals on just 18 shots. That Arizona dominated the Blue Jackets is not surprising. This team is not very good at either end of the rink, ranked 30th in both goals allowed per game and goals scored. They get that odd game where things come together now and again, but they have struggled all season, especially on the road. Arizona is not doing well, but they have the offense to make this a tough night for the Blue Jackets. 2 below average teams that I'm not looking to get behind, but somebody has to win. I'd give the edge to the Coyotes because of home ice, and they've actually played fairly well at home as of late. The Blue Jackets are a complete mess, and they have 0 success playing on the end of a back-to-back. So the Arizona Coyotes money line is our full game side pick. Both offenses have shown the ability to score the puck pretty well in the last 3 games, as Columbus is averaging 3 goals per game while Arizona is scoring 3.33 goals per game. These teams combined for a huge 9 goals in their last game, so this is a critical number as well. These defenses have allowed a lot of shots against them as the Blue Jackets are giving up the 3rd most shot attempts with 34.9 per game while the Coyotes are 2nd with 35.2 shot attempts per game. These teams have had the overhit in each of the last 4 games against one another. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.